mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the number of perfection. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy DJ Delph back again with another reaction. So guys, we have another interesting topic for us to discuss today. Shout out to my Instagram and shout out to the followers that sent me this particular video. Basically, it's a two-part series, but we're gonna put it all in one video. And I thought that would be no better way than to react to this particular video than with my good friend, Bianca.
What is good?
What's your name, your
go.
Instagram, so people can follow you? Let them know.
Yes, hey everybody, my name is Bianca. My Instagram is Lovely Guerrera. I am so happy to be here with you guys today. When DJ Dep asked me, I was like, oh, like, let's go. Like, I'm down. So let's see what they got.
All right. So there you have it right there. Without further ado, let's take some action.
Okay, we have Lynnelles' wish list for men. We're gonna scroll through it all, and I'll try to read along. Here, we're gonna scroll along. My ideal man is African-American, dark complexion, 6'2", athletic body, 230 pounds, average dark eyes, straight white teeth, all 32. God-fearing, spiritual, attends, millionaire, millionaire, generous, family-oriented as a family, sports spectator, not his friends, stand together, dedicated to loving me, determined to make our love run, sincere and genuine, nice, honest, trustworthy, faithful, dependable, mature, understands chivalry, practices, adventurous, required, sexually compatible, can dance or willing to learn various types of music, wants to be married, loves something, faithful, can communicate well, good listener, romantic, clean and tidy, well-dressed, nice shoes, wants children, at least 2, spontaneous, healthy, likes to cook, and what is the last one? Drug-free, drinks alcohol occasionally or not at all.
Okay.
All right.
The first one that stuck out to me was spontaneous. She said she wants her man to be spontaneous. What about her list is spontaneous? She deadass picked out everything she wants in a man. How is that spontaneous?
Right.
What do you think?
I don't know. I mean,
like,
one of the things that stood out for me is having nice shoes. Like, because I know women do pay attention, you know, when you introduce yourself. Yeah. One of the things they looking at is your shoes, but that's a lot of stuff on that list.
One thing she did say on that list that I kind of agree with, but like it's a give or take. Teeth. I always look at teeth first. I feel like everybody looks at the teeth because if you have good hygiene, that's attractive.
Hey,
because you care about yourself.
Take your baths, brothers.
Brush your teeth.
Take your baths.
Floss.
But let's see what this man got to say, because Steve, he looked like he lost the words right now.
Yeah, that would be the Lord. Yeah. Good luck, you know.
Right. His name is Jesus.
And I'll be trying to meet him the same time you do.
Oh, my God. Okay. Yinka, tell Steve what numbers 28 and 36 are on your list.
Can and willing to cook and clean, neat or at least keeps things tidy, and 36 can bring me to orgasm through intercourse and orally.
Let's deal with the cooking and cleaning first. That's great on your list, but now suppose his idea of cooking and cleaning is his mother. His mother can make every dish known to man. Your specialty is romaine noodles. You're gonna have a problem there. You know, his idea of clean the way his mom cleaned, and your idea of clean could be something. So you may not even be a match for him. And if you want a man that can bring you to orgasm both ways, all the time, my question to you is, can you do that? And see, he may want it just like that all the time, and anytime he wants it. So, you know, are you willing to be the same thing to him that you're talking about on that list? I am the one, your son don't need. And a lot of women are not.
My nigga.
You want a billionaire. Okay, you know what billionaire's looking for?
She said million. She's looking for million.
Oh, yeah.
She's looking for a million.
Well, that fixes it up. That's a lot. That opens the gate wide open now,
All right, so what you think about that?
First of all, I want to address the cooking and cleaning. I feel like that is so important nowadays in relationship. It's so intimate. Like, I would love for my man to cook for me, and I would love to be able to cook for my man, you know? So if you don't know how to cook, that's not a deal breaker. Obviously, you guys can learn together, but I feel like there's something so intimate and so special about cooking for one another.
What if he don't want to learn how to cook?
Bye.
Because he just feel like he can't cook for nothing, so he don't even really want to learn. But he know he good in other areas.
I don't know. Like, I feel like as a couple together, like there will be certain things that you guys will face together. I feel like not wanting to cook because you're scared it won't taste right, it shouldn't be a problem when you're dating me, because I'm gonna support you and I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna be there with you, and vice versa. You know, so we're gonna be together. We're gonna be like dealing with challenges together. So I feel like that's not even something I would. It wouldn't be something on the top of my lips like, oh my God, that's a deal breaker.
Right.
So
I don't know. I mean,
what about you?
I mean, I don't mind.
Like, I feel like we can YouTube
I don't
things
mind
to cook.
cooking or whatever, but it's just certain things like that I feel like it's just good for a woman to do, and then there's other things that I feel like it's just predicated for men to do. You know, but for me, I wouldn't mind cooking though.
I wouldn't either. I think that would be nice.
Ain't a problem.
Let's talk about the next thing she said.
Yeah.
Orgasms. She said how many ways? 2 ways? Orally and what?
She want her man.
Talk to us, DJ.
Both ways.
Both ways. Talk to us.
See, Steve put her on the spot though.
He did.
He put her on the spot by saying, "Can you do it back?" And a lot of times, that's where we have problems with the man and the woman, because when a man put the woman on the spot, now it's a problem. Now, she on national television, and more times than not, Steve normally caters to the woman. So she ain't gonna necessarily go off on him,
right?
Unless he was somebody like a Kevin Samuels, you know, then that's a different story, because he call women out on their bullshit all the time. Yeah. You know, but Steve, he don't necessarily do that, so that was probably like new or shocking for her. Yeah. But all the time, you know good well you ain't gonna want to please him all the time.
Right. Like, even married couples, man, like, they don't be having sex all the time. You know, like, when he wants some, she's like, nah, like, get gone. You know, like, but I think it's important. Sexual, like, pleasure and desire, like, that's important in a relationship, but it's not everything. But, like, come on now. Like, you do want to have orgasms, but you gotta, like, set the expectations accurately. Like, you gotta make them, like, real. Like, you can't say all the time. Like, what if he's not feeling you all the time? What if you're not feeling him that one time? You know, you can't say all the time.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times women do look at it like men are sexually active all the time. They always trying to, you know, do something, like, every day. If you offer it to him more than likely, he ain't gonna say no.
He's gonna be like, yes.
He gonna say yes every time, even
like,
if he tired.
Where? Yep.
In the back seat, in the shower, in the bedroom, it don't matter.
On the kitchen counter.
If you offer it, he down for it. But
okay.
I don't know, man. Like, you hold your hand of the bargain, and he hold his end of the bargain, and we'll be all good.
Yeah, because for it to be good, you both gotta be kind of in sync, you know? You gotta be like, I don't know.
But let's get to the second one. Again, that was the part 2 of this. This is now on Steve Harvey's segment, where he has this lady and she has an enormous list as well. So we're gonna break this down and dissect it and give our point of views on this one as well. So let's get it.
Heather bought me her list of requirements, so let's check them out. He must be between 30 and 45, financially stable, no kids, 5'10" or taller, no hookups or flings, ready to settle down, no roommates, no smoking, must love dessert, and can't be anti-sugar. What's the deal with the desserts?
Well, okay, that's a really important one, because I'm the founder and CEO of my own frosting company. And so it's an all-natural gourmet frosting, and so I make a lot of desserts. Okay. And I do a lot of, you know, trade shows and making desserts. Right. So he has to like dessert. If he doesn't like dessert, it's totally a deal breaker.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man.
Totally a deal.
Totally a deal breaker.
Okay.
Totally.
But there's some more requirements, so let's take a look at
What's your point of view
On the
that?
desserts? Totally a deal breaker.
Because she has her own frosting company, so she wants, it's obligated that she want her man to like her frosting. He must like dessert.
That's the point that she was making, wasn't it? She wants him to like her product, her frosting. I think that's kind of interesting. It's kind of, I see it like a power play a little bit, you know, like if he's not falling into, like if he doesn't like what I make, like he's gone, he's out, you know, like, so it's like a kind of control type thing.
Right.
I don't know if I agree with her. I think that's kind of dumb. I don't know.
You think it is? I think it is.
I think it's dumb. Like, how are you not gonna date someone just because he doesn't like your frosting?
Right.
That's like saying that my guy doesn't like my menudo, so he doesn't eat it, right? Like, it's just one thing he doesn't eat. Like, that doesn't mean like y'all can't have a nice meal together, you know? Like, have different. You can have your frosting and cupcakes, and you can make him something different, or he can make himself something different. Like, it's not.
I mean,
not
just
a deal
make him
breaker.
something that you know he'll like, and you'd be just as satisfied with him liking your food or whatever. So why does it have to be specifically your dessert?
Right.
That's the thing. Like, I mean, most people like dessert, but even then, if they like dessert, that doesn't mean that they're going to like your specific dessert, your frosting or whatever. Some people don't like frosting. Some people rather prefer whipped cream over frosting.
True. And she has her own business. She's creative. She can make something. She can create something that him and her can like together, you know?
Right.
Like, she don't gotta limit it.
Let's get to the next one.
These must be honest, reliable, sweet and kind, quick-witted, romantic, must love food, must pay on the first date, no flowers on the first date, must be a social drinker, and must never wear sweatpants. What?
Wait, pause. Hold up.
What's on this one? What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
A lot of them, but hold up. So she said, honest and reliable. I agree. I want that in a man. I want him to be honest with me, and I want to be able to rely on him because
I think any woman will want the honest, the reliable, the sweet, you know, kind, the quick-witted, romantic, you know, love food. But the things that must pay on a date, obviously most men are going to do that. But
and I would like my man.
You got the flowers, the social drinker, and never wear sweatpants. Those are the problems that I got.
I got a problem with the sweatpants and no flowers on the first date. Just because, like, I feel like no flowers on a first date, like, it's kind of like a romantic gesture. I would like him to bring
Most people
at least
don't do that no more,
one rose. I know. I think that's why when you find someone that does that, that brings you flowers or one rose or.
But they go think you corny, or I'm not saying it's wrong by any stretch of imagination. But most women go think you corny, or you're a nerd or something like that. You're a beta male basically because you're bringing flowers on the first date. I'm not like, if that's what you want to do, if you feel like that would be a nice gesture. You know, go for it, but
do it. And you don't have to bring a big bouquet. Like, just bringing one rose or one is so powerful. Like, I would prefer one rose than a whole banquet of roses because I know it's one specific rose that you took the time to look at, make sure it was nice, type shit. But the sweatpants, man, what do you think?
Here's the thing with that. Like, I would bring, you know, flowers on the first day because that's just not me. I'll make gestures in other ways that'll make up from a flower on the first date. However, a social drinker, although people do drink, there are still people that do not drink. So I think that's a problem. If a person, like, I don't see how that can be a deal breaker just because he's not a social drinker or don't want to drink at all. Maybe he just want to be a responsible person because who knows, maybe he or she, you know, if that matter, maybe their parents used to be drunk all the time and they used to do crazy, chaotic things. And that is in their psychic, in their mind for the rest of their lives. They were traumatized from that. You know what I mean? So are you going to just completely not want to deal with that man just because he might not want to drink, maybe because of his past or whatever? Like, think about those kind of things. And then the sweatpants. I don't know not one dude that ain't got sweatpants in their wardrobe.
Oh God.
I'ma just be real with you.
That is true.
Like if we going to Starbucks, going to Walmart, go to grocery shopping or something like that, we wearing sweatpants.
Yeah, why you gonna put on some?
So that's part of being a dude. We wear sweatpants.
I know.
So,
I think guys look good in sweatpants. Like it's just a whole nother. It's a
come
whole
on
nother
now.
fit. It's a
Come
whole
on
nother
now.
style. Come on. I like
shit.
it. And I don't know how that's one of her deal breakers. Like I like it.
She
Like-
got problems right off the bat. Like
As long as as long as he's dressing appropriately for the situation,
Yeah.
or she's dressing appropriately for the.
I
that
mean,
event,
I
then-
guess if it's deal breaker for her, for a man not to wear sweatpants for whatever reason, then
it would bother me. For
she
him
probably ain't wearing sweatpants.
at all. I know. I wouldn't like it if he wore
She
sweatpants.
probably looking
to-
professional everywhere she go.
I know. Imagine. But I don't know. I wouldn't want him to wear sweatpants when he takes me on a date and I'm
Yeah.
in a dress.
I
Like,
mean,
come on
that's
now.
a different story, but
But if it's just like
if you just doing some regular stuff, running some errands or something, like,
it's fine.
who cares? Who cares? But let's see.
And, I mean, those are basics.
Why he can't wear sweatpants?
No, the last guy I dated, we fought all the time because he wanted to go to Starbucks in sweatpants and go to breakfast in sweatpants, and no one should be doing that.
Hi.
Okay.
I do that.
Yeah.
I do it. Wow. I do it. And you're going to Starbucks to get me a coffee, not to flirt with people. Like, why do I need my man to be dressed all nice? Like, he's going to get me a coffee. He's going to get himself a coffee. It's the morning.
She got problems. That's all I can say. She got problems.
Okay, well, we got some more requirements, but we don't have no more room. Guys, let me get one of the pillars over here.
They better pillar.
Yeah,
Okay.
another panel.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Must be adventurous, must be humble, must be spontaneous, must be a planner, can't be self-centered, can't be cocky, must love dogs, can't own a dog from a breeder, can't be jealous of her dog, and can't own a cat. The hell? What?
Go, DJ. What you think?
Like, you must love dogs.
Can't own
and
a
can't
dog
own
from a
dog
breeder.
From a,
I know some good breeders, and they love their dogs. It's not the crazy hype that. It's not bad. Like, well, some are, but not everybody.
I'm really curious on what she got to say.
Like, where did she
about
want them
the
to get the
dog
dogs
breeder
from?
thing.
Yeah, like,
You know?
what did you experience? Because there's some fire ass breeders out there.
But here's my thing. Right after that is can't be jealous of my dog.
Oh my god.
I think that she probably, because a lot of times, usually women have a female dog, I mean a male dog.
Male dog, yeah.
And they tend to oftentimes put more energy towards their dog than they do towards their guy in certain ways. Plus, us as men, most women would know that men are territorial.
Right.
We don't want nobody else looking at you, over here bothering you. You mine, right?
Right.
That's why men are very cautious about how their women dress and what they even do on social media because they're territorial. They know other men ain't gonna care. Like they still go shoot their shot even after you tell them you got a boyfriend, because more times than not, women be capping when they tell me they got a boyfriend. So the dude, he really ain't gonna care. Like, man, she probably lying, you know? But she is probably, I think she's driving her attention towards that dog, and he didn't like that.
Probably.
So he was probably jealous because she was giving more attention to the dog than to him. What you think?
Yeah, I think that I don't know. I think what you just said makes perfect sense, because why would an individual be jealous of your dog? Obviously, you're going to be giving your dog more attention, more love, and that can make him feel some type of way. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing that, because your dog was there before the man, and your dog's going to be there after the man. So you take care of your dog.
Hey, but the dog ain't paying no bills.
I get it, but I feel like there's a different type of love that you give your dog than you give a man, you know? So, like, I think what happened there was, like, it got mixed up. So instead of at night, instead of her being there with her man in bed, she's there with her dog. Okay, now that, come on now. Send your dog out. Spend time with your man, you know? Because that's where the jealousy probably came in.
Let's see what she got to say. I'm curious. I
What?
think
You can't have a dog from a breeder?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Steve, there's so many dogs out there that are in need of homes, that are shelter dogs, and they're really sweet, great dogs. So any guy that's going to spend a ton of money to buy a purebred dog, it just says something about his character. I don't like that.
Yeah, he wants a dog.
A pure dog, a purebred dog.
He can adopt.
Okay.
I mean,
What's he
getting
gonna
a dog,
adopt? Like a mix?
either way, whether you get it from a breeder or a homeless shelter, you're still adopting the dog.
I know, and you're giving him your love and your attention. Like, you're doing good. You're providing a service to the dog, and you know.
Let's just say hypothetically, because realistically, ain't no dude go check off all of the boxes that she already has. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. But let's just say he did check off all of the boxes, but it's just that one thing. Let's say he probably already have 2 dogs already. What's she gonna do? Tell him to get rid of the dogs and go to the homeless shelter and get another one?
She's gonna tell him to put his 2 dogs in a homeless shelter. Like in a, not a homeless
I'm
shelter,
not
a
giving
dog
my
shelter.
dogs up, no.
Like, that don't make no sense. Like, I got them from a breeder, but you want me to
You can miss me with
take
that.
them, like, take them out?
Okay, he can't be jealous of your dog?
So the last guy I dated, he admitted after a few months that he was jealous of my dog, and he was kind of mean to my dog in the beginning. And he said that I gave my dog more attention than I gave to him.
Did you?
Well,
What?
I mean, my dog never fought with me.
Oh my God.
That's because your dog ain't got to live up to all them damn requirements.
Expectation type shit.
Like, he ain't gotta pay the bills, he ain't gotta pay the mortgage, the car note, the insurance, the groceries, to take out the trash. He ain't gotta do none of that but be a dog.
Right. Sheesh. He ain't have to live up to them expectations in bed, to them expectations when he takes you to dinner. You know, he ain't gotta do none of that. Your dog is your companion and your dog is your best friend. But come on now, lady. Like, you need to give the right love to the man or you're gonna lose him.
I tell you what, you're gonna be lonely with your dog for the rest of your life. How about that? Cause I don't know what else to tell you, man. That's crazy.
Your dog probably
He's
going
probably gonna run
hell. Woo! Man, damn, glad I'm a dog. We're not done yet. We can get another pillar. In fact, yeah. Let's bring all of them in here.
She brought
bring
2.
both of them over. I love it.
I
Ready?
don't.
Must be in shape. Can't have 6-pack abs. Can't
Wait.
have 6-pack abs. Can't be too skinny. Can't have a runner's physique. Can't be stronger than me.
NANI?! お前はもう死んでいる。
Can't be obsessed with sports. Can't be a hunter. Can't own a boat. Can't be a gamer. Can't be materialistic. I'm out.
Oh, hell no!
That would be out.
Can't be materialistic. What does that mean? He can't want anything?
He can't want to buy things all the time.
Can you talk to my wife?
Probably.
Okay, let's keep going.
All right.
Wait. He said let's keep going. I haven't even
Let's go back.
processed
Let's go back.
some of the things on that list.
Wait.
Go back a little bit. I
Okay,
wanna
let's
see the
keep
list.
going.
Want to buy things all the
Okay.
Wait, what was on top? There was something on top that she had said that was like, what? No,
So-
there was more. There was more to it. Can you go back a little bit more?
I'm out. Can't be a gamer.
Can't be stronger than me.
Be
Something like
obsessed
that.
with
I want to
So-
talk about the physique.
He can't be skinny, but he can't be stronger than her.
Right.
He can't have a running physique. You know,
You can't have
but can't be obsessed with
6-pack.
sports. Can't have abs. Can't be a hunter. Can't have a boat.
sports. Can't be a hunter. Can't own a boat. can't be a gamer, can't be...
Okay, so that's a problem right off the bat.
Why does she want to control his body?
A hunter,
Like,
a gamer, sports, having a physique, abs. Those are typically things that a woman wants in a man. But just to stick with the sports, the hunter, all that kind of stuff, having a boat, man loves going fishing, right? That is what a man is. So why wouldn't you want him to be a man? Would you want him to go to the beauty salon with you all the time? Like, that's the part that I have a problem with. But then at the same time, he can't be skinny, but he can't be stronger than you. I'm trying to figure out how you gonna make that work.
and what does she mean you can't be stronger? He can't be stronger physically or mentally or emotionally.
Specifics.
Or that's important, you know, because in bed you want your man to be strong, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how's he gonna please you and give you that if he has a weak body? Well, no, let me take that back. I'm about to offend a lot of people. I'm sorry. We gotta scratch that. Oh God.
She lost me, bro. She lost me.
I don't know. I feel like she's nitpicking. Like, she's very nitpicky.
Absolutely.
And if you go back,
absolutely,
if you go back and you look at her, she has fat on her arms. You know, like, what if the guy's like, oh, I don't want my woman to have fat on her arms, you know, and she's in love with him, and that's gonna be the deal breaker for him.
She don't want this dude to look all hella attractive, right? Mm-hmm. It's because she know that
she can lose him.
He's a high value man. He look good. He got that physical strength. Everybody see his presence when he walk in that room, and she don't want to have to deal with that.
She doesn't, and that talks a lot about her.
She don't want to have to deal with that, which means she got insecurities.
A lot of insecurities.
She got insecurities.
Because, like, when I'm with someone, tell me if I'm wrong. I'm with someone, I'm proud that I'm with that person.
Yeah.
You know, like, if people see him, I'll be like, yeah, you can see, but you can't touch. Back up. You know?
Right.
Like, you're supposed to want the best for your person. She doesn't want him to have a runner's physique, so he can't be a runner. She doesn't want him to have a boat. So she doesn't want, like, usually when I think of men with boats, I think about that's when they go to have their alone time, their free time, away from the woman, away from the problems. Why do you not want him to have that escape away from you?
I mean, when you get married, don't you want your man to be able to pick you up?
Right?
And walk you into the house that y'all just bought or some shit?
Yes,
like,
you know, I don't know. Materialistic too.
That would be out.
Can't be materialistic. What does that mean? He can't want anything?
He can't want to buy things all the time.
Can you talk to my wife?
Probably.
Okay, let's keep going. Must respect a gluten-free diet. Can't be too close to family and friends. Must open doors for me. Must be willing to move someplace warm. Must love traveling. Can't brag about traveling. Oh, we can go there, but you can't tell nobody. You shut your mouth. What you telling everybody we was in Arizona for? Must maintain eye contact. Can't be a party boy. Can't be intimidated by me. Favorite season Favorite season cannot be fall. There's more. We ran out of pillars. He can't love fall?
So the thing about that is that every guy I've gone out with that says their favorite season is fall is they're so typical. It's everyone's favorite season is fall. And so then they want to go pumpkin picking and apple picking and to haunted houses and it's just like it's watching the same movie and knowing the ending every single time.
Do you like quiet time?
I do.
You're gonna have a lot of
Bye, have a great time.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
With your dog.
Yeah.
You're young, you're smart. This is a lot, man.
Yes.
You gotta go. See, if you're looking for a guy with all of that,
Yeah.
I don't know that he exists.
No, no. He's got to exist.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Stop it. Get some help.
You don't
Okay.
think so?
Well, let me ask you something. Been 8 years.
I've dated a lot since then.
Right, okay, so let me ask you. You got another 8 you want to do just like?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay, then do you understand what I'm getting at? I'm just trying to help you, Heather.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yo, let me pop. You know why he did that? Because she said in one of the lists you must remain eye contact. You must have eye contact.
Because I just looked over there and I forgot I must maintain eye contact.
Maintain eye contact.
I don't know. I kind of feel bad for her now. Like, I feel like we were dragging her, and like, I feel like Steve Harley at the end, he just grabbed her by the hair and went, like, dumbass.
Like, that's a problem, bro. That's a major problem. Like, you can't be close to your family and friends.
Oh my God.
I'm a family person.
I am too. Mexicans usually are.
You don't want me to talk to my mom. You don't want me to talk to my dad. You don't want me to talk to my siblings, my friends. Basically, you just want me to be all by myself with you.
And your dog.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't signing up for
And
that.
then one thing she said she doesn't want a party boy. No. As soon as she said that, my first thing was like, honey, no one wants a party boy. I want a man, and if my man likes to go out and drink and relax on his free time, then he has the right to do that as long as he's respectful and he knows his place and he gives me my place, you know? Yeah. But she said party boy. Like, when she said that, I thought frat house type shit. Like, I ain't got no time to talk to I don't got time to talk to guys like that, you know? Yeah. What else did she say on her list that stood out? Almost everything stood out.
Like I said, family and friends, that's a big thing for me. Because it tells me everything about a person. It can definitely tell me a lot about a person when, you know, how do you interact with your family and friends? How do you interact with your mother? How do you interact with your father? You know, because if you're always mean, disrespectful to them and stuff like that, more than likely you're going to act like that towards me as well.
Right.
You know?
That's true.
And if you always want to distance yourself from your family for whatever reason, like unless it's a legitimate reason of why you're distancing yourself from them. Other than that, I just don't understand why. But even then, if there is negativity between you and your family, just with you constantly speaking about the negative things about them, it tells me that you're holding on to the past. To me, you need to let that shit go. Right. If you can't let that go, then that means if I do something, you probably go hold on to something with me too.
And you got to think about it like this, right? This is the man she wants to build a future with, right? If he has no family interaction, how do you expect for your future family to be? You know, like he doesn't have that experience with his family, and you probably don't either, since that's why it's such a requirement for you. Right. Like, what is your family gonna be like? Like, what is the future of you, your husband, and your kids? That doesn't make no sense to me. Like, I feel like it's important to be around your family.
I don't want no part of her. That's all I got to say on that. I don't want no part of her, because that's too much. Women need to stop creating these unrealistic expectations and lists of things that they want in a man. Honestly, you need to write down about 10 things that you can tolerate, 10 things that you can't tolerate, and obviously every relationship is different. Every relationship is different, so you're going to have to come up with different compromises depending on who that person may be.
And you know what I think it is, DJ?
So, I mean, some of that stuff that's on her list, you need to compromise with that. If this dude got a breeder already, he got 1 or 2 dogs, compromise with him. Like, don't tell him, yo, you need to go to the homeless shelter. First, get rid of your dogs, go to the homeless shelter and get another dog, you know, because they need more care than the one that you got right now. Like, ain't no dude go listen to that.
No, I think what it is, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but it was something I noticed in her video. She kept saying, my past boyfriend, my past boyfriend. There's one guy that scarred her, and that's why she created this list. One guy fucked her up, and that's why in her head she's like, he needs to meet all of these. It's something from her past. So that within itself says that there's trauma that is unhealed, and she needs to resolve that before she's trying to get into a relationship. Before she jumps into a relationship, she needs to work on her insecurities and her, you know?
I'm gonna just say this, and this is my last take on it. Women like this, their minds are just so abstract that they can't even really see reality for what it really is. I say it all the time. Men live in an objective world and women live in a subjective world. And when I say the women, I'm talking about the modern women. I'm not talking about every woman. Modern women live in a subjective world because they feel like everything is subjected to them. And that's just another word for entitlement. You're entitled to everything. You deserve this, you deserve that. And you having a normal conversation, like it's a cup of coffee or whatever with your girls about how you deserve this and that. You don't deserve nothing. You need to work for it. You need to better yourself if you want those kind of things from a man. If you want to require those things, you know? Are you even at least half of the things that you have on your list? Let's be real about this. So I think most women, these modern women, their minds are just so abstract. They're in a delusional fairy tale Disneyland world, and it's just unrealistic. That's all I got to say on that. Any final thoughts on that?
Yeah, I kind of disagree with some of the things you just said.
Okay.
I feel attacked as a woman, and personally, ladies, if you are an independent boss and you know what you want, you won't have a list.
Right.
You know your worth. And same to the gentleman. You know your worth, so you know what is good for you. Just to have I don't want to say it's unrealistic, but it's kind of unrealistic to have a list that long and so nitpicking, you know?
I mean, based on this list, she's an entrepreneur. She got her own frosting business or whatever. But I'm speaking on things like this. Like, you have a complete list of things that no man exists in this world with.
Yeah,
that's
the unrealistic part of it. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Because we're all growing each and every day. We're all learning. We're transforming. We're transcending. We're becoming better. We're degressing. Some people.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I get it. I get you. Yeah, just like she kind of blew me away. Like,
but
I think it's because she hasn't found the one.
That is your take. That is your reaction. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Let us know in the comment section below. Interact with us. Please, I want to know what your thoughts are. Was this list ridiculous? Was it not? Please let me know. Other than that, stay determined, be effective, and have the fortitude to go through anything, no matter what, if you put your mind to it and you take action. We don't teach, believe, and receive on this channel because a lot of people can believe a lot of things. It doesn't mean they are deserving of those things. That's entitlement at the end of the day. Okay. So, at the end of the day, like I always say, a dream is just a thought without action. Until next time, peace!